Good day, everyone. I am Franz Lastimosa from BSED Social Study 3rd year. Now, today we will be discussing another lesson. And before we will introduce our lesson for today, let us have first a game. And that the game called the emoji game. So first, the game. Using the series of emoji as a clue. Guess the word. Example. So here's the example. The clue is apple, they calendar, they X, they and they Norse. So the clue is and the answer that's the clue and the answer is every day. Now that's just an example. Now let's go to our activity. Are you ready? So first, um, we have picture, the heart, like 1K, the emoji using pen, and some emojis wearing mask. So what's the answer? Okay, time's up. Let's go to the next. Here, what is this? What kind of, what's the word behind this emoji? Next. Later, we will find out our answer. So, the last one, this is the last one. We have the emoji wearing the graduation hat, the school. We have some pen, and we have the mirrored emoji. Okay. Now let's find out if your answer is correct. So first is the answer is society. Second is community, wherein na ay mga tao, mga emoji nga na tao, mga different colors, that's the community. And the last one is the education, because na siya clue na, which is ang school. So our topic for today is all about introduction to society, community, and education. That's under Unit 1. Specifically, the basic concepts of society, community, education, social school culture, and so on. We will be discussing that later. We have our learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, students will be able to appreciate the lesson by giving simple scenarios, how education system work in the Philippines. We have our create our S is to create a graphic organizer of people organization in a certain community, and the key is to explain the the concept of society, community, and education. Now let us first define society. So a society is a group of individuals who identify as a single distinct entity, shares a common culture, and live in a specific geographic location. It is the reciprocal interaction and relationship between people and groups. So, in the definition of society, it is obvious that we are the society. Human as we are the society. And society is, it shares common interactions. It interacts between the relationship of people and a group. So when we talk about group, it is an organization wherein different people, different beliefs, different cultures are engaged. That's what society meant to be. Now let us talk about community. So a community is a social unit, a collection of living things. that shares characteristics like a common location, rules, religion, values, tradition, or identity. So, a community is a group of people living in the same place or having a particular characteristics in common. So, what is the difference between society and community? Because um, when we talk about society and community, there are makayon ko ka nga murag pari-pariha ra man ni sila. So now let us define uh so let us have the difference between society and community. So, the main difference between society and community is that the society is built upon interaction with varied people, whereas community is the collection of people with similar interests, especially residing in one geographic place. So, that's the difference between society and the community. Under society, we have religion. We have in the world we have different kinds of religion. We have in ethnicity, we have gender, which is now today we have a LGBTQ family. We're in lesbian, gay, bisexual, and everything. We have age group that different people have different age because dili sila parang na tao. We have location. We're in different people, different location. We have professions like we have teachers, we have engineers, and everything that people has a profession. That's under community. There are types of community. First is the location-based community, wherein it focuses geography specific issues and events, not on subdividing a topic-based community by location. Example include US, Midwest, Germany, Europe, and Asia Pacific. A community of place or the place-based community is a community of people who are bound. So this concept gives individual a sense of direction and reference to a location. So for example, the understanding of the area or neighborhood to reflect some historic value, pre- prestigious family, Otopenian, or dangerous. That's under the location-based community. Next type of community is the identity-based, wherein it range from the local clique, subculture, ethnic group, religion, multicultural or pluralistic civilization, or the global community cultures of today. So, a identity-based community can also be identity-based meaning one can be part of a community not based on location but on shared circumstances or identity such as the LGBTQIA plus community, the journalist community, or the Latino community. So that's based on identity wherein we identified different people or different languages wherein we have LGBTQIA plus community um, LGBTQIA plus community people. So that's it. That's under the identity based community. Next types of community is the organizationally based community, wherein it refers to organization aimed at making desired improvements to community's social health, well-being, and overall functioning. So, community organization, of course, geographically, psychosocially, culturally, spirituality, and digitally bound communities. So the community organization or the community-based organization, it is refers to organization aimed at making desired improvements to communities, social health. That's according to the organizational based community, social health, our well-being, our overall functioning. The community organization also occurs in geographically, psychosocially, culturally, spirituality, and the digitally bound communities that's under organizationally based community. Next, we have education. So, education is etymology wherein the term education has been derived from the Latin word edu, educare. The term edu means to lead out loud, to draw out, and to bring from. According to Martin Luther King Jr., the purpose of education is to educate each one of us to think critically and to think intensively. So characters plus intelligence, that's the objective of truth education. So that's according to Martin Luther King Jr. Education refers to the discipline that is concerned with methods of teaching and learning in school or school-like environments as opposed to various non-formal and informal means of socialization. So, education is important to each individuals. So, by the help of education, we humans or we people learn different um, knowledge, different intelligences, and especially education has a big part of learning. It gives us kana ganing directions in the near future if unsay atong kwaon um, sa ugma o malabot nga ugma sa atong kinabuhi. The education has wisdom, wisdom, education, through education we learn experiences. That's the importance of education. So next, we have social interaction, wherein the interaction between the teacher and the learners, amongst the learners in the classroom. So in the classroom scenario, in the classroom setting, we have teacher, and we also have students. Of course, if we don't have students, so we don't have teachers. That's it. Interaction between students and teacher is a big part in students learning. Why? Because if you interact to your students, meaning the students kanaganing mainganyo sila to to learn. So having an interaction between teachers and students is really important of learning, because ug wala interaction, ang students dili makagain kaayo og knowledge and information, like dili sila makapangutana in sa og when it comes to in elementary, most of the time kanang gamit gud kayo ang interaction between students and teacher. Why? Because kana gani ang estudyante is yawit-witan kung elementary pa. And in the secondary level, the students murag kuha na sila kana ganing maulaw na sila mo-interact, wherein kanang dili na sila makapangutana kaayo o mga mga curiosity. So as a teacher, you will interact to your students for the students learning. That's the importance of social interaction between the teachers and the students. Next is the school culture. When we talk about school culture, it is generally refers to the beliefs. School culture refers to the beliefs, perceptions, relationships, attitudes, and written and unwritten rules that shapes influence every aspects of our social functions. But terms also encompasses more concrete issues such as the physical, emotional safety of students, the orderliness of classroom and public specific spaces, or the degree to which a school embrace and celebrate racial, ethnic, linguistic, and cultural diversity. That's under school culture. Organizational leadership, where it is a multi-faceted job requiring experience with planning, time management, and understanding of company values and goals. Ironically, most companies didn't usually use the title organizational leadership, as you all see. So, organizational leadership education and degree. So, first is to earn your bachelor's degree.